Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we have another collaboration video with Freewell, and as you guys know, I recently did a review of one of their filter systems that myself and my wife thoroughly enjoy for doing long exposure, landscape, and so forth. And they have sent me something that actually is a little out of the box for what I think that I would even get from Freewell, which is nice because, you know, normally when you think of Freewell, you're looking at their monitors, you're looking at their filter system specifically, right? They're really big in their filter system. But they sent me out to review, for me to give my thoughts and opinions on it to you guys, my audience. And no money is exchanged. All that will happen is at the end of the review, I get to keep the product. And what is the product? It is the Vlog Pod by Freewell. So this, I don't know if this is new for them. I think it is, as far as one, the type of tripod that this is and what it does. So I'm not going to show you too much on the box because it'll give it away. But when you open up the box, you get a nice little, let me see if this will focus on it, little booklet on the item, as well as a warranty card information, and that along with the item in the box is it. The box has QR code on it, but we're going to go right to the product itself, which is this guy. This is a vlog video type, basically tripod. It has a lot of features on it that makes it easier for folks like myself, content creators, or people in general who want to have something that's more conducive to give them the ability to set up their gear on one tripod that is small in nature, that is easily something you could throw in a bag and travel with or walk around with, is for sure. And that has a weight capacity that I think is fantastic for the type of gear I use to do a lot of the vlog stuff I do when I'm out and about on location. And I can see this even helping me out when I'm doing my talking head piece here in my little home setup. And so what's the big thing, Lauren? You say, well, first things first, let me go through what I think is a key feature of this that they will definitely publicize on the website that I've seen, which is the legs. So other than that, you know, nice clicking sounds and the sturdiness of it, this thing is 500 grams. So you're going to feel the weight of this, which I think is great because it gives you confidence in the 6 kilograms, or I should say 3 kilograms, excuse me, of weight that it holds, which is about 6 pounds. But what do these legs do? Well, they bend. These legs will bend, contort, wrap around poles and things, tree branches and so forth. You can even put it up against your body and have it to even act as more of a aid to your stabilization of your gear if your gear doesn't have any stabilization on it, for when you're doing your video creation. And then as easy as that, bam, I'm back. I'm back in more of a straight leg setup. Within the legs are very firm, easily maneuvered, and it has a lot to do with the fact that if I'm reading the information on it right, it's got a aluminum core, stranded core in it, what I think about 7 strands, that helps with the stiffness and firmness, rigidity, if you will, of the legs. But I think that's fantastic how fast I was able to get that back together. Unlike, you know, a brand that's been out for a while and has done very well, the Gorilla Pods type legs. But I've always had issues with those and trying to keep them straight and the pieces staying firm enough, where this seems to, for me, have solved that problem. So I was really excited when I saw this product, which is not a very expensive product. And I'll put the price up there along with some specs, or the full specs on it somewhere around me, like I normally do as I continue to talk about this. I would normally be out and go, of course, outside and check this thing out and show you how I use it. But the weather right now in Michigan, we're going through spring. It's raining off and on. And so I'm better suited going through this with you guys today in my little home setup. But the other thing about the features I like is the quarter screw threads that are all over this thing. You have one on each leg, as you can see right there. You have one on the ball head mechanism, tightening mechanism. So that's 4. Along with that, you have the cold shoe mounts on either side of the top plate. And I think that's fantastic because you can rig this thing out like crazy. It even comes integrated in the top plate for you to be able to put a smartphone setup on here, as you see right there. You see the screw thread sticking out right there, but when you're using this as a smartphone, that pushes in And that way you don't have to worry about scratching your smartphone up. And you do have that rubber top there to help with it grip and so forth. So that's pretty cool there. The other thing I like, and I'm going to grab my iPhone here and try to put this on without hitting any buttons here, because, you know, that's always a thing, and show you one of the other cool features I noticed about this when using it. Now, to put your gear on, the phone you can easily put on like that. To get it in position, there's a little tab right here that you push back on, and I want to make sure I do that right because it is firm in there. It locks pretty good. There we go. And then bam, your phone is up in the right position that you would want to be able to video yourself. But the little thing that I saw that I like, and I don't know if it mentions it anywhere, is as I undo this screw, do you guys see that? This thing is barely moving. Barely moving. It's really stiff. It's really resistant. I like that because what that means is all I need to do is keep a slight tightness on this and that thing isn't going to move, which is great when you're dealing with gear that has some weight on it, that it's not going to flop over and then this thing goes flying off to the side because of the weight of the gear and the momentum of it pulling away. So I think that's fantastic. And as you can see with the quarter threads and things like that, I can do stuff like put my little Cine Pier light that I keep in my bag on here for when I want to do my vlogging and add some more light. So we're going to do that. And bam, so that's there. So that's a quick setup for me. If I want to expand this more, which again, because of all of the screw threads all over this thing, I can go ahead and set this up with the Hollyland mic setup I have to go ahead and put a better mic onto my iPhone and use that. I can go ahead and put this magic arm on here if I wanted to put a Rode mic on there if I wanted, which I have, or any other type of accessories, maybe even a bigger light, as long as it meets that 3 kilogram weight requirement, which for me, that's a lot. I could do a lot with this and put it on a tabletop, put it somewhere with the legs extended, wrap the legs around something to give me a different angle of view as well, or point of view, I should say. And I think that's fantastic. What this can do. Normally the little tripods that I use are they're littler, they're not as sturdy, they're not as confidence driven in me to use when it comes to heavier gear, especially if I'm going to set up something like my H2S, that I'm filming on with the 18-120 power zoom. I would not put that on, say, my little tripod setup right here. The most I would put on here is my not I'm going to say X Pro. It would be the GoPro. That's about the most I put on here because I'm not too excited about putting anything heavier on that, where this not only will handle the GoPro, I can actually put the GoPro and put the Osmo Pocket 3 on this thing as well and have 3 cameras on this thing, getting me multiple content at one time, from vertical content as well as horizontal content. So yeah, I was pretty excited about this. Glad they sent it to me. I will absolutely be using this. And just like before, they did give me a code to put in the comments for you guys to use and take advantage of if you are considering ordering this and using it for your content creation. I'd love to be able to get my hands on gear like this that I didn't even know existed. That's an alternative to existing gear, but I think a better design to meet my needs. So there you go. The Freewell VLOGPOD. Yeah, as a vlogger, I think you're going to like this. As a content creator, I think you're going to like this, especially the fact that it can hold almost up to 6 pounds or 3 kilograms of weight on this setup. So there you go. Oh, you know what? I will say there is one thing. If I have to say there's something that I would like to see them do differently on this, and it's only a small tweak, is put a spring-loaded screw in there so I could be able to pull that screw knob out and reorient it, because as you do see right here, it is in the way of the cold shoe mount. If I'm able to access that and put something on it, this could get in the way of that, or it could be a snagging situation for you. But other than that, I do like the whole setup. So there we go. Nice little video pod here for its content creators. Nice click, and bam. All right, see you guys on the next video.